Today is 27 November 2023. We will move from this point here. Kind of, we are very tired, exhausted. And we will check something that will be very relevant at this time. We request previously, I think that 15 days ago, to the International Criminal Court have the eyes in variables as a state decision, signing the home agreement to understand how the power misuses has as objective finalism, which is the main purpose of power misuse. We could use our reply inside our private living that has no excuse to do violations, despite you didn't respect and you decided to violate my basic rights and guarantees, right? So I request by law the police as reciprocity, right? And then I could observe that you all acting by violation of rights and violation of guarantees was happening and sourced on regular institutions or state using a procedure but corrupted and unveiled the criminal intent by specific heads doing this. Inside the private living, you can steal the asset, issues, you can steal industrial secrets, or modify things to scapegoat yourselves. And we could observe also that I had my variable here that has, for instance, interest as keep the life and continue, even with the payment, with the guarantees as a better life, whatever. Because if you take too long to present your institutional decision, the criminal group will get this, right? And things shouldn't be in a limit so extreme, because this empty space could, erase the continuity of this life. If the life is alright, it can happen by the continuity of life, indeed, of we all. Because we will check that the criminal activity is mostly made by the same groups, and we requested to, since you acting legally by the request made, you will get the possibility at this interval here or here, or crossing both at this segment here, have the plea bargain, and they will kind of be interrupted or suffer a disruptive event to destroy the mankind, because they will lead to the source of all those things. Indeed, the source of all those things will carry the criminal plan, the activities illegal, how they got the money, how they cover the things made using the fake records, and a lot of things. As a criminal driver, or as a criminal driver macro at pandemic, threatening we all, or as a system threatening mostly of we all if you are at those places. We will observe that one risk observed indeed is that you have, and this is a behavior observed also at the election and the economy, your regular workflow as mobilization of economic factors. The unique economic factor that can do a decision and have movement is the human resources. The supply chain, the risks, and all other things like the fast food, the traditional festival in Europe, they are all okay, but the risk is something that go and once in a while, but that behavior we could observe they act by complementary. Was a similar model. They run the criminal system, veiled and covered by fake record or operations, and hit the regular workflow as your company by infiltrated agents or something like this, and then they disappear. This model on the second war was named the Blitzkrieg, right? It's the same pattern. Your festival or your traditional, for instance, fast food is okay. By the complementary relation, they can suffer this. And they will do the strike, the contamination, your company will suffer judicial charge in general in a system of justice. There are all they all a system of justice has no autonomy against the organized crime, and this doesn't mean that this is something sourced at the bone as Germany, for instance, but the attempt to set the not reliability about the theory of Germany and Europe, right? This is how the criminal scams goes, using the false records and many other things, setting smoke curtains, misperception of facts and circumstances to put others down or to take the legitimacy of the operations and activity that are a tremendous success, including the wild data taxa. We request to do not consider the clemency and forgives of this criminal system because they lie all the time. They lie down here. And request all consequences affordable and the satisfaction of rights with the reply as police, which is reciprocity and also by equity, against the leaders until the bottom, right? Risk report today, 27 November 2023, we are about to close the month, and then we will